All right, welcome everybody. Second featured game of the year for the Forx Hockey League. Tonight's matchup will be featuring Bonzers versus Rumors. Both teams have some history. We'll break that down a little bit here going on here later in the broadcast. Should be another fun matchup for those of you that watched last week. Obviously that game between Mattress 1928 and the Broods from Southgate going into a shootout, a 10-round shootout, and still having no winner, ended up in a tie. Hopefully we don't have that again tonight, but hopefully we have an exciting game. Both teams, I believe, are now the youngest. We went from having the two oldest teams to having two of the youngest teams in the league, so that should be fun. A little more jump in the game here with some skaters. They're going to move the puck pretty fast. And once again, I am joined by Jory Berg, my co-host, for these featured games. How's it going, Jory?
So far, so good. I actually thought I was going to be late today, but I made it on time. About the only time I've ever showed up for anything other than a good meal.
Well, we got Bonzers on the ice. Still waiting for Rumors. Not sure if they're having a little extra powwow in the locker room or not, but here comes the refs.
Refs are here. Everyone else, Rumors are. They're just sitting in there drinking beer right now, getting a good tune going. Got to loosen up one way or the other. Bonzers out here stretching, and they're doing pounder curls down in the locker room, I think.
Probably. Maybe jamming to a little Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Who knows?
You never know.
Here comes the second ref. That is actually Commissioner Jerrickson. We got to watch him play last week for Mattress 1928, but this evening he will be wearing the black and white ref in this game. We'll see if we get somebody to work the box this week. Obviously, someone's got to put up the score and the time, but when there's nobody in the box, the ref's got to jump over there and do it. So,
gosh, I hope we see more than just the boys in the box for putting some numbers up. Hopefully we get some little bit of physicality going, attitudes.
We might have to start bringing some more kids around here to help out. But
get some kids down there pounding on the glass, cheering them on.
There you go.
Yeah. Looking at half the guys on the ice, I think they're about half my age and kids themselves.
Yeah. Lots of different colors out there, too. We got some all blue, some green, red mixed in there. But I got my sights set on, is it number 13 down there? That's sporting the chrome cage. I haven't seen those since probably 2005.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Oh, and the yellow tape to match. The old number 13, the Banana Dream himself.
Yeah. Now we're getting a few of the Rumors team to join us out here. I guess we are about a minute early, too. We're about right on time. But either way, we'll break down the teams just a little bit here before we get going. So for Bonzers, they are sitting in second place here so far through this early season. They have a record of 4-1. They are on a one-game winning streak. Their last games was a win against Adams. We'll believe next week. Actually, it might be the week after. Either way, players to look out for here. Points leaders on that Bonzers team, Carson Scarperud, has 15 points in 5 games. That's a pretty good total there. And then we'll keep an eye on their rookie leader, Tristan Marneau. He's got 5 goals, 2 assists for 7 points so far on this young season. And then as for Rumors, they are 1-3-1. They're sitting currently 7th out of 10 in this league. Maybe it's 8. I guess I should have probably verify if there's even 10 teams in this league. I think it might be 8, but either way, their last game, they had a victory over Johnny's Lounge so far here through 5 games. And Matt Paulson will be their rookie leader so far. He has 0 goals, 3 assists, for a total of 3 points so far.
You're talking about these points here, thinking that they're nothing, but probably more than my entire high school career.
Yeah. Definitely more than mine. I know I had 2 assists in one season, of the one season that I actually played. And got to watch a lot from the bench, so that was exciting.
Yeah. Go down there and show these guys how to run a door, I suppose.
Yeah. Best ticket in the house, though. You get to be right up in the action, get to talk to the refs.
Absolutely.
squirt water on other teams.
Talked a lot about those participation ribbons, and I think you're pretty familiar with those.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got a whole wall full of them myself.
All right, refs trying to get everything winding down here for the end of warm-ups. Not much of a bunch of guys shooting at an empty net, basically.
Here for the camaraderie.
Yeah. So 17-minute periods, 3 of those will have about a 3 to 5 minute break in between periods. And then as we saw last week, if there's no winner after 3 periods, we go into a shootout. It should only last 3 rounds, and then it will end in a tie. Obviously last week, being kind of a special week, Thanksgiving week, they decided to go 10 rounds, and we still had no victor. So we'll see how this one breaks down. We did watch a little bit of this Bonzers team play after that game last week, and they definitely were flying around the ice compared to the game that we covered. But we'll see how this one shakes out as we get ready here for the game between the Bonzers and the Rumors. Now, I said earlier that Rumors is one of the younger teams. They actually are the 3rd oldest team, so that was way off.
I was going to say, I recognized a lot of names on there from my playing days, so I know they're not young. They're definitely in better shape than I am.
Oh, Bonzers with the puck. They work it through the neutral zone. Tied up here. Brought into the Rumors end. Shot sent on. That was a angled shot there. Sent up into the sky, but stays in play.
Like a Hail Mary to me.
Yeah. Back comes Rumors down. Shot sent on. Glove save there. Good. Flashes the leather, and we get a quick whistle here.
Now those shots on net, when you keep them down below the crossbar, they count.
Yep. Yeah, and in this league, I was reading through the rules earlier today. They basically ask you to keep everything below the knee unless you're on a breakaway. No slap shots allowed. Fighting very much not allowed. That will lead to a game suspension right off the bat.
Is that yet to be proven? Or has anyone tested that theory yet?
A fighting one?
Yeah.
I know a couple of years ago, the game before the championship game, as we were setting up, had a fight. Obviously, it led to some suspensions, but it was going to have to be served the following year, I believe, as those were the final games of that year. As back comes a Bonzers on a 3-on-1, nicely defended though. Picked up along the sidewall, work it to the top of the point here, still skating around with it. That's number 18, Carson Scarperud. He's the one to watch. He will be buzzing around all the zones. The Bonzers bring it back in their own zone. Regrouping here, stretch pass down to the far side, right here in front of us, but picked off at center ice. Back comes the Rumors. It'll be tough to call out some names here for Rumors as some of the players are not wearing the team's jerseys. That one's sent on, puck loose, wide open net. Can't quite poke one away, but they finally make it into back in the net. Bronzers.
How many fish bowls you had?
That might be a, yeah. Bronzers, is that a adult site? No, that's Brazzers, sorry. Maybe Bronzers probably a tanning, whatever, place.
You mean to tell me you don't go tanning?
I can honestly say I've gone tanning twice. All right, having some video issues once again, it sounds like. Tried to get onto the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if I'm even on it or not, but I don't think I can adjust that during the game either as one of the players goes down at center ice here for Rumors. Back comes Bonzers 1-on-2. They get a shot off. That one goes wide. They'll come all the way up to the point. Rumors trying to poke this one out. Tied up along the wall. Looks like they will push it back down into the Bonzers' end. It says I'm on the Wi-Fi, so either way, we'll continue on with that. Still working out some kinks. Hopefully we're getting some better audio this week than we did last week. Back comes Bonzers here again, but taken away. Rumors turn it into a 2-on-2. Back the other way. Shots in off. Back goes off the side of the net. Ooh, sent out front. Goalie had to jump over that one. The shot through traffic makes it all the way through. Rumors playing pitch and catch behind the net here.
One thing you're noticing this week versus last week is there's a lot of neutral zone puck movement, and I mean it's back and forth and getting a lot of pucks to the net, whether they're on net or not.
Yeah, no shot's a bad shot in this league. Just get it somewhere close, see what happens. Bonzers trying to get out of their own zone here. Nice job keeping it in. Bonzers finally do get control, but lose the puck once again. They finally just decide to clear this one down. Looks like it'll go for icing. We'll head back down into the Bonzers end. No running clock here, as always. That clock will continue to tick down each period. We get set for a face-off in the Bonzers end. Lots of interesting jerseys out there for both teams. I do like those Pat Bonzers jerseys, though. What do you think about those ones, Joey?
Those are pretty sick. I like the socks that match, too. No offense to Rumors, but looks like they got a couple of their jerseys from the Goodwill.
Yeah.
They got an open draft, and you just start pulling players, I think.
Yep. There's Bonzers. Goes off the defenseman leg behind the net. Rumors trying to break this one out. A couple of Rumors players fighting for it, but they do bring it back down into the Bonzers end, working on the defenseman. Shot sent on, and there's a goal for the Rumors. They tie this one up 1-1. Well, he's wearing number 7, so that would be probably Joe Neath, I think. But it's not matching the Rumors jersey, so I don't even know if that's right or not. But either way.
Yeah. Number 18 out here on the ice, Andrew Knutson, Boone himself. Spent a lot of time playing hockey and racing bikes with him growing up, so pretty familiar with him.
There's Rumors again on the attack. Puck behind the net. They set up. Work it to the far corner. Feed it out front. Trying to get a shot off there, but back come Bonzers. They work it out in the neutral zone, but Rumors take it back. Puck along the boards, trying to dig this one out. Here comes Rumors. They hurry. It'll lead into an odd-man rush. 2-on-1 down the middle. Shot sent on. That goes off the goalie's mask. High shot gets called, though, and we get a whistle and a face-off. Anytime a goalie, I did read this in the rules earlier, anytime a goalie takes one off the mask, it leads to an automatic face-off. That's just player safety on Jared Erickson's part. A lot of times you'll see a strap pop off sometimes when goalies taking the mask, so don't want any injuries.
Yeah, get in the zone, helmet comes off, next thing you know, you're missing some teeth.
Yep, absolutely. Nobody wants that at this age.
Oh, I'm already ugly enough.
There's Bonzers, shots in on big glove save there by the goalie for the Rumors. I'm not quite sure. Does he have a number on 80? That looks like Chris Decker in net for Rumors. We tick down under 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Tied up 1-1 between Bonzers and Rumors. Puck one back, sent on. Stepped on the puck, down goes the defenseman for Rumors.
Be Knutson there.
Yeah, ice is slippery, so are those pucks.
Everything's frozen this time of year, you know.
There's Bonzers working it off the sidewall. That's number 19, Bryce Philpott. Bonzers work it to the middle here. Good passing play there, but couldn't quite hold on to that one. Back comes Rumors as they work it to the far side. Trying to get around the defenseman, down below the goal line, now behind the net. They feed it up to the point. Taken away by Bonzers, back they come. That's Joe Corton trying to get in. Ooh, nifty little stick handle there. Shots in, stick save. You don't see a lot of those anymore, but every once in a while you do. Shots it on tip, right into the goaltender, makes a save and holds on, and we'll get a face-off.
face on. Looks like we got another player getting ready to jump on the ice here for Rumors, rocking an old gold jersey. Now that is an ultra classic.
Looks like he's also wearing Team North Dakota gloves, so I'm guessing there are probably some youth coming out on the ice. Maybe not, though. Maybe those are UND gloves from the equipment sale. Who knows? Shot sent on, goes off the defenseman's skate into the corner. Rumors regains control. Oh, nice play there.
Great opportunities by Rumors here. It's just, can't find that little edge.
Well, pass off the mark. There goes off a skate all the way down, so no icing on this one. That'll be, another 7. That must be Joe Neath. So we got 2 number 7s out there. This is Joe Neath. He's wearing the Rumors jersey, number 7. He brings it down. The goal line feeds it up front. That got knocked away by the defenseman for Bonzers, though. They chip it up the wall, and out they come. Good defense, though, by as they get back. There's a shot sent on. Glove save. Holds on. We're going to face off. Big collision there, too, but looks like they're both all right.
I gotta say this, last couple of minutes, I've been distracted. There's a bunch of little kids up here just talking smack to these players. It's kind of comical.
Looks like a Pewee team that might be doing dry land currently.
Nothing better than a bunch of 12-year-olds talking smack to 30-some-year-olds playing in a beer league hockey game. They would have scored that goal 9 out of 10 times.
Every time.
Yeah. Maybe it's some of their kids. Who knows?
You never know.
You guys are old enough to have kids that age.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the guys on Rumors is a parent on one of my kids' teams. Jeremiah Newbert would be his name. There's a shot sent on right into the stomach of the goaltender for the Bonzers. Holds on.
Yeah, that Jeremiah, I played hockey with him too in the beer league. I don't remember if it was Barons or what league I played with him on, but it was either on the Rumors team or the Buffalo Wild Wings team. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
That's so long ago. I think it was back in the booze then.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings still a team in this league.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They're one of the original teams of this league. I have a feeling, I think I've heard stories, but I'm guessing when the Barons kind of went away, the league part of it, I think they kind of split up. There's a couple different old-timers leagues, and I think some of them came here and some of them went to the other league. Got up front. Ooh, there was an opportunity for Bonzers, but couldn't quite poke that one away, and out comes Rumors.
Good transition there on the half wall.
Sent to the middle, but off the mark, comes up to the point. They feed it down in the low slot there, knocked off a stick. A little backhand pass got knocked off by a skate. Here's an opportunity, though. Shot on, went just high and over that crossbar. Rumors controlling the play in the zone here, doing well in the offensive zone. Knutson comes back, picks it up for the Rumors. He sends it up along the wall, and they get it into the zone, but Bum's just trying to chip it out here. Picked up far side. That's number 23, Wyatt Wackenfuss. That one chipped out and almost taking the head off of one of the players for Rumors and out of play, and we'll get a whistle. Oh, under 5 minutes to play here, first period. Trying to find the puck. Oh, finally comes out.
Don't quote me on it, but I think Wyatt won a state championship with Central not long ago, so he's probably pretty young on this team.
Yeah, I know there's a... Is it Wackenfuss or Wackenfuss? I hear it both ways, but either way, I know there's a few of them too, because I think there's still one on the team, but I'm not quite sure what his first name is. Obviously, I doubt it's him.
I think there were 2 or 3 of them, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm so old that I know his dad better than him.
I think there's one on the football team as well. As there's a shot and a goal for Rumors. They take their first lead of the game, 2-1, with about 4 minutes to play here in the first period.
One thing that I'm noticing too is Rumors definitely has a shorter bench than what Bonzers does. Bonzers taking quicker shifts, and Rumors is kind of leaving their D out there quite a bit longer, but it seems to be working pretty good for them.
Absolutely. I know back in the day I played in an old-timers league, and there was a bunch of guys. They're all former D1 players. There was even a couple of former pro hockey players on the team. And they did not skate very hard, but they just killed everybody because of the puck movement. The young kids would just be flying around the zone, but the old guys with their puck movement and their vision would just control play and waste no energy doing it. So we may be seeing that a little bit out of the Rumors team here this evening, because we watched that game between Bonzers and I think it was Adams maybe last week.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. Yeah, it was Bonzers. Yeah, because they won last week against Adams. Either way, that was up and down. That looked like a UND game. They were flying around both ends of the ice.
Well, this has got quite a bit of a different pace than last week's game, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And you're going to see that, especially when we cover the Red Pepper team and some of these other teams that are younger. And you see that Red Pepper team, they got some former D1 players on their team, and they definitely absolutely fly around this ice.
You'll probably do one lap like that, but that'd be about it.
Yeah.
I'd be done after that.
There's a chance for Rumors, brought in, shot rings off the pipe, goes into the corner, picked up by Bonzers. They're going to look to get this one going, but good defense here in the offensive zone for Rumors. They make a turnover. They try to feed it out front. That guy was off the goaltender's stick. Otherwise, that was wide up the net on the backside. But back comes Bonzers. They feed it to the far side. Shots it on. That one whistles by the goal post.
Oh, look at here.
Rumors happy to slow things down here as they work it up front. Shots it on. Goaltender makes a save. Puck still loose. Goes behind the net.
They just kind of walked in there and made some space for themselves, and it almost worked. Watch out, that blue line's slippery.
There's an opportunity for Bonzers, though. Goaltender out of the net. Slip one in behind them, and they tie it up 2-2.
Tuck that one in.
Pretty little goal there for Bonzers.
Must be a Red River prospect. All that red on there.
Yeah. Once again, the player out there, he's wearing number 8. Could be Bet Tellman. Probably makes sense being a Red River kid.
No.
No? Tellmans aren't Red River?
No, I'm just kidding.
I thought they were. Could be East Side, too. I think there's some Tellmans over there, too, as well.
I think they're all over. I just think of Red Pepper when I hear Tellman.
There you go. There's an opportunity again for Red Pepper. Shots in on, but Decker makes a big, once again, a stick save. Kicks that one up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle.
Okay. Dialed in the whole time, watching her. Put a blade on it.
Well, 30 seconds to go here in the first period of this 2-2 hockey game. Here comes Rumors, though, 3-on-2 into the zone. Shots it on, glove save, holds on, and once again we'll get another face-off. We figured out who the goal is for Bonzers. Is that Colby Elseth? Has no number? I'm not quite sure yet. Shots it on, poked away. Here's an opportunity, though. Trying to dig that puck loose. Pushed into the corner. They settle things down as the buzzer goes off, and that's the end of the first period. Oh, once again, for a second week in a row, we got a tight one here after one. 2-2 between Bonzers and Rumors. What's your thoughts on the first period there?
Good pace. It's fun to watch when it's like that, back and forth, back and forth. Getting pucks on the net down here for Rumors seems to be the key for them. And then it seems like Bonzers, like I said, they got a way longer bench, so I'm not sure, what's with the quick shifts. I don't know if they're just trying to save some for the rest of them or what, but a little bit longer shifts and let those guys, kind of chase the pucks in that they're getting deeper would be maybe beneficial to them. Maybe they got something figured out that I don't. Maybe they're saving some energy for the end, trying to wear these older guys down.
That is definitely true. And then we may want to keep an eye on that for later on in this game, because come third period, that long bench may play a big factor in this one, but we'll see what happens here. Obviously, as we saw a few times there in the first period, Rumors electing coming into the zone 3-on-2, deciding to slow things down. They try to keep the pace a little bit slower. Bonzers obviously wanted to push that pace, but we'll see how this shakes out here as we get ready for the second period.
think the last 17 minutes might be kind of interesting if we're still pretty tied up or neck and neck by that point.
Yeah, definitely could be. As the puck is down, we're underway here in the second period. The team's on opposite ends of the ice now. Bonzers with control. They bring it into the Rumors end, send it over to the near side. Trying to slip around it. It's a nice spin around the poke check there, though. Shot sent on. Decker makes the save. Bonzers rings it around to the near side. Rumors gets on it first. Can't quite get this one out. It is loose at the blue line. Still in the zone. Dropped off. Shot coming. Oh, tried to find the wide open upper net there, but couldn't quite poke it in as he shot it up and over.
14 on Bonzers here. Little McDavid. That's what we're going to start calling him.
Little McDavid. I
Yeah.
like that.
Got the orange and blue on. Little McDavid. Nate. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Butcher that thing.
Yeah. When I typed that one in, Payurl? I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, man. It's Nate McDavid now.
Yeah, Nate. I like that. Nate McDavid, Nate P, whatever.
Yep, same thing.
This one won back by Rumors. They're trying to feed it out, but an aggressive Bonzers team pokes that one away. Comes out to the point here. They go D to D. Over the near side. Shot through traffic gets blocked. Rumors pokes it out in the neutral zone. Bonzers gathers it up. They'll turn it right back into the zone though. Down the right side towards the middle. Works it all the way over. Had a wide open guy backside, but just a little off the mark. They feed it up to the top of the point. Now down the sidewall.
Rumors saying pretty heavy on one side. Let that guy walk in, and they've done that a couple times and just covered the man. And you know, if you don't have a quality shot, you're not really going to get a good rebound if the other guy's covered, I guess.
Yep. That one comes off the glass. Bonzers gathers it up, and here they come back down into the Rumors end. Ooh, too many men here. No call by the refs, so Erickson looked like he wanted to put the arm up, but was leaving it up to the ref on that side, and I don't know if he even noticed it.
I can't count, so it didn't matter to me. Is there a 5-second rule in old man hockey?
It might be, yeah.
It might be.
This one sent over into the far corner, picked up by Bonzers. They have an opportunity here for a breakaway if they can get behind the defense. They do, but nice recovery by Knutson. Good pass there, though. Bouncing puck, that ends up going behind the net. Picked up by Rumors, they break it out. A little 1-on-3 here. Trying to get through a horde of Bonzers players, but obviously loses the puck there.
Quite a bit of back and forth early in the game here.
Not
All
bad.
period, I guess.
Picked off in the neutral zone. Bonzers trying to bring this one in. It's up at the blue line. Looks like it'll stay in. Bonzers with control. Knocked off of his stick. I'll have to come back out in the neutral zone. They'll regroup. There we go, D to D. That's Zach Erickson.
Good setup. Almost got interrupted there.
Brought in, but offsides, and we get a whistle.
Puck before a man. Stupid rules.
Yeah. And now they have the new offside, at least in college hockey. That was the UND rule, actually, from a few years ago when they lost to Boston. I can't remember exactly how that went down. It was something about you could be in the zone as long as the foot is outside still, but it doesn't have to be touching ice or something like that. It's something new. It all had to do with that UND Boston game, though, when UND got the goal called back. That would have been the game winner late in the game, as there's a shot and a goal for Bonzers. They take back the lead. They make this one 3-2 with 12.5 minutes to play in the second period. That's number 8, Bet Tellman, scoring that one.
I gotta ask, is he even old enough to be wearing a half shield?
Well, 18.
18.
So,
Could've
yeah,
fooled me.
not really sure. I mean, this isn't covered under USA Hockey, so I don't even know if it matters. I know, like in summer hockey, my son, who's a goalie, there's a chance there for Rumors. Technically, you're not supposed to wear the uncertified cat eye during the winter season because you're under USA Hockey rules, but most of the tournaments in the summer are not under USA Hockey rules. They just kind of fall under the tournament rules. So most tournaments he can wear his uncertified cat eye like you see in the college game and the pros, but
that is all gibberish to me.
yeah, I kind of figured. Probably most of the people out there as well. Unless you're a fan of goalies, which I am, but not a lot of people are. Unless they're on your team and they're winning games for you.
I was never big on the cage. As soon as I could get rid of it, screwdriver came out and it was gone. Threw the thing right in the trash.
So when you played old timers hockey, no cage at all?
No,
nothing?
No, not at all.
Oh.
It'd be lucky if I put the chin strap on.
Like a Chris Pronger type out there?
Yeah, a couple black eyes and some bloody noses out of it, yeah. Worth it. Chicks dig scars, man.
Absolutely. So who I've been calling Bet Tellman is also has 21 on the back of his jersey. It could be Grand Gardner.
Man of mystery. We don't know.
Who knows? We'll call them both names. Rumors brings this one in. They're looking to tie this game up. Rebound, shot and a goal. They tie it up, make it 3-3 with 10.5 minutes to play. Oh, back and forth teams.
I do love that Rumors
leads.
Just slows it down and end up scoring.
Yep.
As soon as they start slowing it down, it's just chance after chance. And then Bonzers on the other hand, they come in and just hammer away.
Yeah, it didn't look like much. Just a shot from the top of the zone, but nobody really picked up the guy going to the net. Shot and a goal, tied up. Controlled here by Bonzers. They're keeping it in the Rumor zone for now. Out to the point. They send it over to the near side. Rumors jump on that one. They poke it out in the neutral zone. Bonzers gathers it up again. They'll enter their zone right away, but taken away here. Battle for it along the far side boards. Here's Bonzers trying to work it out front. Rumor's doing a nice job keeping them to the perimeter. There's a shot. Goaltender saw that all the way. Kicked that one away.
There you go, getting it out.
Bonzers with control. Or excuse me, Rumors with control. Sent in there early by Newbert. Arm goes up, but delayed offsides. It gets cleared out. Doesn't matter. Here's an opportunity for Bonzers. Ooh, between the legs, sent on, but goaltender was all over that one. Holds on, and we'll get a face-off.
You gotta enjoy the attempt. Not between the legs once, but twice.
Yeah.
Decker there to rob them. Showing them young kids what's up. Looking at the notes here, it says that Decker is probably one of the best goalies in the league. Could possibly play 3 games a night.
Oof.
So, kind of wondering, by game 3, being an older guy, how drugged down are we? But then we're just viewing the depth perception of some of these older players here. No offense, guys. But we just played a puck into the rafters, so that was pretty entertaining.
I hope my son at home is watching. He's a goaltender, and I just like him to know that Decker plays 3 games, up to 3 games a night. And my son will play 1 game, which granted is, there's a shot through traffic, finds the back of the net, and Bonzers regains the lead, making it 4-3 with about 8 minutes to play.
I mean, that's what you get for talking shit about your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, he plays 1 game, which is about an hour and a half, and he cannot even help his mother do some dishes or laundry at home after. He is so tired. And you got Chris Decker out here. I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but I'm sure he's closer to my age than my son, and he can handle 3 straight hours of hockey on a weekly basis. The Rumors trying to clear this one out. They got some work to do. They're going to try to tie this one back up. Down goes number 28 for Bonzers. Looked like he caught an edge. Luckily he didn't tear an ACL on that one. But nice defense here by Bonzers. They stopped that rush by Rumors. They still have control, far side. Over the red line, now over the blue line into the Rumors end. Sent to the middle, nicely defended by Rumors. They're going to work this one back out into the neutral zone. Down the far side.
See, as soon as they get to the neutral zone, they just start slowing it down, and they're able to set everything up. It's almost like Bonzers doesn't know how to slow it down that much.
You know. Yeah, Bonzers likes to come in with some speed. Obviously, Rumors playing a little bit smarter. They're going to slow it down. They're going to wait for the cavalry to arrive. They understand having more than just one or two players in the zone will increase their odds to score. There comes Rumors. Oh, they drop it off at the blue line. A little trouble with the puck along the wall there. Bonzers regains control. They're going to send this one off the glass. We got an arm up. We got a penalty coming here.
I think it's 2 for the trip.
2 for a trip. That's number 71, Adam Akins. He'll head to box. It'll be a 2-minute penalty. Obviously, on a running clock, it won't be. I mean, it'll still be 2 minutes, but that will start here before we even drop the puck. Actually, excuse me, it's a 3-minute penalty. That makes up for the running time.
3 minutes in the shame room.
Here comes Rumors, short-handed, down the left side, shots it on. Goaltender makes the save. Bonzers gathers it up. They are on the power play. Not what Rumors wanted here as they trail by 1 goal late here in the second period.
No, but smart move, bringing it all the way down and really cutting some time off and making them set it up and bring it down the other end.
Now, would this be a good idea every time Rumors gets the puck, if they're in their own zone, ice it?
I don't know.
That will kill quite a bit of time. Getting the puck, bringing it back down.
That will, but you're fighting the youth.
There you go.
Really. I mean,
as we see right here, puck played up into the netting. We've already killed about 8 seconds off of the power play. By the time we get the puck drop, that's almost probably about 20 seconds.
Maybe that's the better play, just putting it out of play.
There you go. Here comes Rumors once again, though.
Right through the neutral zone, and as soon as they hit their blue line and they got control of it, it just slows way down. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah. Definitely on this penalty kill, killing lots of time. That's probably another 20 to 30 seconds right there, and they steal it back again in the neutral zone, sending it in on net.
Put it on net, get a change. And they're just killing a lot of time. We're halfway through it.
Yeah, 3-minute penalty, already halfway through, but here's an opportunity. Shot sent out right into the belly of the goaltender, holds on, and we'll get a face-off.
So now, as a goalie in this league, and you know you're on the penalty kill, when you catch that puck, do you just take your time to set it up and give the puck back to the ref?
Yeah, I mean, I would have lost it in the pads for at least another 10, 15 seconds.
Absolutely. Gray areas. Yeah. It's not against the rule. It's just frowned upon. Like, the thing on the airplane.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, here's an opportunity for Rumors. Breakaway. Alone on the goaltender. Makes a move, gets the shot, scores the goal, ties it up, short-handed, 4-4. We have 3.5 minutes to go in the second.
Good old T-Rex goal there, short-handed.
What a nifty move. That's number 10, which is not even on our list, so I don't even know who that is. Guy with the white helmet.
Undrafted.
Yeah.
Undrafted. Somebody sign him up. The best part is he goes right to the face-off. He's ready to go again. He's talking smack to the kids. He's probably a kid himself.
Yeah,
They're buddies. They play Nintendo together, or Xbox, or whatever the kids play these days.
Shot sent on there. This penalty almost over. About 5 seconds to go, and we'll be back to 5-on-5. Rumors trying to escape it here. Here comes the man off the bench. Shots and on. Oh, tip out of the air and in the back of the net. What a goal that was.
Right place, right time. It's not even a power play goal.
Pretty goal. Hopefully I had that on camera. We're going to try to create our first highlight ever for the Forx Hockey League. That was pretty. So, Bonzers giving up a shorthanded goal on that power play, but it's not long after it expires, they get a goal of their own to take the lead right back. And they're back on the attack down in the Rumors end, working it on the right side. Shots it on another goal.
Another one. Hard shots, just finding a gap.
had the man advantage, couldn't score, but as soon as they go back 5-on-5, they find a way to take a 2-goal lead.
That's the worst lead to have in hockey, though.
Absolutely. I'd have to give the advantage here to Bonzers in the faceoff dot. They seem to be winning everything back now.
Well, we are getting to the end of that second period, so
That's
we
short.
were talking about seeing the momentum change here, possibly with the youth, and I honestly think that that's where we're at. I think the Rumors here, about a minute and a half, could really use that minute and a half break there.
Yeah. Sure the rules on the timeout, but if you could, right now might be the time.
Yeah, you might want to extend it a little bit.
Although with running time, stop the clock, maybe they give you a 30-second timeout. This isn't basketball, though, so we'll play on.
I haven't seen anyone flop on the ice yet, so we're good.
7-4 here. Was tied up just a moment ago on a shorthanded goal by Rumors, but they have given up 3 straight in the last about a minute to this Bonzers team. They lead by 3 here with under a minute to play in the second period. Another one there rings off the pipe behind the goaltender. Bonzers flying around now. Shots in on, goaltender makes the save. Wraparound attempt, Decker gets the leg over. Rumors just trying to get control of this puck, get out of their zone.
You gotta give Rumors credit, though. They're not panicking. They're not just dumping the puck down and trying to get rid of it or making bonsai passes either. So, I mean, they're really holding it together for getting 3 goals in less than, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it was. So holding it together for the old guys. The composure is where it's at.
We saw a quick shot on net there from below the goal line. Almost snuck behind the goaltender's leg, but he was able to keep it out of the net. Another face-off win for Bonzers. Good job there by Rumors stealing that one back. Now shots in on through traffic. Puck loose out front. Goaltender pokes it away. Bonzers will feed it up the wall, but that's the end of the second period. So a 7-4 lead, a little different.
Really, that period was really decided in the last 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So
A little different ending for the period, obviously. Yeah. We were tied up after 1, but Bonzers.
And really, the penalty, didn't make a difference. They scored shorthanded versus, on a power play. So come off the power play, and all of a sudden they just start putting them away.
Yeah, big period there, big end of the period, I should say, for Bonzers. They have a 3-goal lead headed into this third period. Rumors are going to have some work cut out for themselves, but I don't know if they have enough guys on the bench to do that.
Yeah, I'm getting a little worried about the old dogs here. I did notice the one guy waiting to come out. He never came out, so he's back in the locker room. He said, "The hell with it, I'm going to drink beer."
Yeah. Maybe he was an older guy. He saw the pace of the game. So
yeah.
No.
Said, I don't think so. There's 30 of them versus 4 of us.
We're going to go to work tomorrow and sit at a desk.
Yeah. We got a line and a half, and they got a full team here.
Yeah,
Once again, I don't know if you can hear these kids up here just talking smack to these guys, but
let's put them on the screen a little bit. There they are.
They're going right into the glass to bang on it. Yep, there they go.
Oh, here we go. Third period, 17 minutes to play. Bonzers lead by 3. Rumors got work to do.
And McDavid back out there.
Down the near side. Shot sent on. That one whistles wide to the far side. Is that Tellman, or who we've been calling Tellman anyways? Could be Grand.
He's a Tellman now.
Either way, I think he's looking for goal number 3. His team seemed to be getting excited when he shot the puck there. Rumors picks up the puck. They'll bring it through the middle, trying to break through this defense. Couldn't quite get a shot off there. Bonzers gathers it up, and right back they come.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Chris, but I think our old guys are getting tired.
That
short bench, I think, is catching up to them.
It is a long season, though. Maybe they do have, looking at their roster that they have listed online at least, they don't really have a lot more guys to come.
Maybe there's some guys that are just taking an off week here.
Still haven't returned from Thanksgiving break.
They pulled something.
Yeah. There's Bonzers threatening again. Backhand sent on. Nice save there by Decker. Keeps that one out of the net. Out to the point. Shot sent on. That gets tipped. Wide. Decker out of his net playing the puck. He's doing anything he can.
So if the defense ain't going to do it, the hell with it. I'm going to.
Yeah. Shot sent on there. Gets tipped on out of the way.
That is the nicest way I've ever seen a goalie ask for help.
Yeah. Down into the Bonzers end. They regain control. Backhanded over into the near side. Bonzers in complete control now. They're still buzzing around out here. Rumors doing whatever they can to get a hold of this puck, but Bonzers playing keep away at the moment.
I will say this. You've said Bonzers so many times that if we don't get sponsored a couple schooners out of this thing, I'm going to be pissed.
There's Rumors now bringing it back the other way.
I like Rumors too.
Opportunity shot sent way over the net, and back comes Bonzers once again.
There you go.
Dropped off. Scarperud shot whiffed on, poked away. He stays with it though. Still battling.
Here we go.
1-on-1.
Old versus young.
Works him inside and out. Takes a look. Backhands one over. That's blocked. Here's Newbert gets a shot on, but the goaltender makes a save, holds on. We're going to face off. 14 minutes to go here, third period. Bonzers still with the 3-goal lead. Their lead 7-4. Rumors doing whatever they can. This is some of their top line. A couple of goal scorers out there for Rumors currently. Johnson on that one. Whistles wide, comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Rumors will have to regroup. They feed it back up the wall. They'll bring it into the zone. To the middle, off the mark. Between the legs pass there. Back comes Bonzers, but stolen away by Rumors. They feed it to the middle, sent into the zone.
Sure seems like Bonzers got Rumors to kind of bite on the pace here finally. And yeah, I honestly think it's working against Rumors that they haven't been able to slow it down, and Bonzers are just keeping it wide open on them.
Nasty move you saw there. That was Bryce Philpott bringing it in, but couldn't quite get the shot off. Here's an opportunity. Back comes white helmet for Rumors, but
I tell you what, it sounded like a lumberjack there for a minute.
here's again, spin around shot. Goaltender makes the save, holds on, and we'll get a face off.
How many cords of wood do you think that was? That was about 4 or 5 whacks.
Yeah.
Looks like Phil Kessel out there.
Yeah. All right, 12 and a half minutes to go. Now do you pull the goalie? Say you keep it up or keep it the way it is now, 3-goal deficit with a few minutes. Do you pull the goalie?
Honestly, if Decker's playing possibly 3 games tonight, he ain't letting you pull him. It sounds like he wants to get every minute he can, so.
Well, down goes the Bonzers player. No arm up, though. That easily could have been called tripping, but.
Yeah, he's young. They bounce.
You don't want to. Well, in Rumors' defense, last time they had a penalty, they scored. That one finds the back of the net to Rumors, cutting the lead down to 2 now.
Maybe they needed that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Change of pace right there.
They did score on their last penalty kill, but then we all know what happened the next minute after they killed the penalty.
Not saying it's a good idea, but Rumors needs a penalty.
Back comes Rumors into the zone. They feed it over to the near side. Sent through the middle. That goes off a skate. Bonzers gathers it up. That was Adam Akins trying to find somebody on the far side, but couldn't make the pass all the way through. Here's Bonzers down the right side. Peels off, feeds it back to the point. They go D to D. Ooh, nice little spin move there by Jacob Grandstrand. There's a shot sent on. Decker makes the blocker save. Puck goes into the corner. Bonzers gathers it up again, comes out in the neutral zone. And number 29 there.
Oh, look at this.
For Nick, that's Nick Jewison playing defense here for Bonzers. He's wearing goalie skates.
Lost and found, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a treasure trove.
Whatever you can find.
found the Snickers in there.
There he is again, Nick Jewison. Backup goaltender here for the Bonzers team.
The confidence, though. I mean, next thing you know, we're going to see somebody in figure skates.
That was Tellman breaking through the defense. He lost the puck along the wall. Cut up on the far side. Rumors gathers control. Back they come with a little bit of speed here. Shots in on. That's Knutson. That's in the back of the net. And they cut the lead down to 1 here with about 10 minutes to play. When we thought it was all over, Rumors flipped the script and cut it down to 1.
I'm looking at the back of this 18 jersey, and I'm seeing something that's familiar. And I believe it's Americal Manufacturing that makes soap. And their mascot is Dick Bubbles.
Dick Bubbles.
Yep, it is.
Really?
Yeah, that's his name. He's just got bubbles. He's got a face, and he's Dick. That's no joke. I'm not even kidding.
We'll have to verify that after the game.
Kind of curious.
Ooh. Opportunity in the slot there for Rumors to tie this one up, but a broken stick keeps it out.
You can't tell me this league isn't expensive between beer and hockey sticks.
Oh, God.
What's the budget, boys?
Sent down to the Bonzers end. Picked up by Wyatt Walkenfuss. Turnover, though. Opportunity for Rumors. That's fired off a leg and up into the glass. Bonzers regains control. They feed it up the near side wall. Back comes Tellman down the left side. Shot sent through traffic. Decker makes a big save. Dives on that one. Holds on. We'll get a face-off.
Sprawling play, as they would say.
Sprawling. Flashing the leather.
I think it was more theatrics than anything. Decker's just having fun at this point. It is a 1-goal game, though.
Yeah, with about 8.5 minutes to play here in the third period. Now, when we decided to start doing this, I didn't think we were going to have such tight games all the time. Obviously, we saw the shootout last week. This is a 1-goal game with 8 minutes to play.
13 goals. In beer league hockey, 13 goals. Who would have thought?
Yeah, big save there by Decker. A couple of tips on the way in there. Was able to get a leg pad on it. Keeps it out of the back of the net.
Another thing, too, is, we got 8 minutes left in this third period, and I thought for sure at some point, about halfway through here, that Rumors was kind of going to fall off them, that short bench. But once again, they've been able to kind of slow it down here the last few minutes and kind of take that back.
Yeah, a few of these players taking some longer shifts, probably some of the younger kids. Here's a shot sent on. Puck still loose in the blue paint, but cleared out of the way. But Rumors jumps right on it. They send it down below the goal line. They get after it again. Fed out front. Bouncing puck goes up going behind the net. Back comes Bonzers 2-on-1, though. Opportunity here for them to extend their lead. Sent out front. Shot goes off the skate of the defender. And Rumors turns it right back.
Talk about getting interrupted in the middle of it right there.
Defense was almost just leaving the play, but he happened to be in the right spot at the right time, and it went off his skate.
Little panic pass there, kind of ruined their setup. Come on, Rumors.
Here's Bonzers into the zone. They send it behind the net. Taken away by Rumors. They're going to feed up the sidewall. Bonzers gathers it up again. They turn it right back into the zone with some speed down the far side. Nice little move there. Trying to get around the goaltender. Outstretched. Decker keeps it out of the back of the net. Rumors gathers it up. And not out. Taken away by Bonzers. They keep the pressure on here. Rumors trying to send passes across the zone, keep getting picked off, but this one will be brought into the zone. Here's White Helmet, wide open, shot.
Absolutely.
Tie game.
Same thing that I've been saying the whole time. As soon as they get to the neutral zone, they slow it down, walk it in, and results.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Making the most of their opportunities.
It's amazing they don't fall asleep in their old age. They slow it down that much. These kids just don't know what to do. They panic. They're out here spinning, twirling between the legs, all that. And then Rumors comes out and just does it old school hockey way. Really walks it in there and kind of, it's like your twirl moves, you got your pants down. You look like you're wearing a tutu. So.
Offsides there, but does Rumors smell blood right now? They seem to be the more aggressive team at the moment.
Absolutely. They're not going to let the young kids have it. They're not going to give it away. We don't need all that spinny stuff. I guarantee you Rumors is a team that has bench beers right now.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
You look at over on the bench right now, there's a guy with a cage pushed up, and he's drinking something.
Might be a 40. Who knows?
It might be.
Yeah, tapping into that old English.
Little Colt 45.
Some malt liquor. Maybe that's what we needed. Maybe they just got to get a little bit lubed up for the end of the third period here.
Maybe that's what we need to make these broadcasts a little better. Who knows?
Yeah, that or some pure Colombian Bam Bam.
Shots in on there by Rumors. Goaltender makes the save, holds on, and we'll get a face-off the Bonzers end. They send out the big dogs here for Rumors. Face-off one back by Bonzers. Oh, they're going to feed this one to the far side. Rumors trying to keep it in. Looks like it'll come out in the neutral zone. Just gets to it and slows right up.
Absolutely.
Could have skated through it, but he almost stood up and just stopped completely.
They're figuring it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nate McDavid, he can't slow that pace down. That guy's 100 miles an hour. Red hot pants over here.
This one sent back to the point. Bonzers tip shot. Decker, I don't know if he saw that one or not, but he made a leg save on that one. Keeps it out of the net. Rumors trying to get it down to the Bonzers end, get into the zone, slow things down. Bouncing puck. Rumors on it once again. They feed it out to the point. Shot through traffic. Tip up front right into the glove. Goaltender holds on, and we'll get a face-off. 3.5 minutes or so to play here in the third period. We got a tie game, 7-7 between Rumors and Bonzers.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to count them, but Bonzers' bench is just completely full. and they even got a coach. And I can see the trash can behind Rumors right now, and it's full of Busch Light. It's 7-7. Mind blown.
Opportunity for Bonzers. Had a 3-on-2. Misplayed the puck there just a little bit. Rumors trying to poke this one out. Foot race for it. White helmet. Skating as fast as he can. He's going to bring this one in. He's a goal scorer. Shots in on. Goes just wide. They feed it out to the point. Another one sent on. Tipped out front. Gets sent into the far corner. Now a stretch pass. Got in. Sent on. Decker makes the save on that one. Went over to the far side. Jeremiah Newbert with it now.
It's like time stands still as soon as they get to the neutral zone. And they set it up. They start controlling it.
Here comes Rumors down the right side, trying to work to the middle. Nicely defended by the Bonzers defenseman. Newbert trying to knock this one down. Can't quite get a handle on that one. Bonzers still with it. A little bit of a forecheck pressure here from Rumors, but Bonzers able to get it out in the neutral zone. Taken away by Rumors, though.
Slapstick hockey here in the neutral zone for a minute.
Shots it on. Blocker save there by Decker, and he gets a glove on, holds on, and we'll get a face-off. So we're going to be under 2 minutes once this face-off gets dropped here. What do you think the coach on Bonzers is saying to his team right now?
Get it together, boys. You got them outnumbered and underaged.
These guys have kids in college. Come on. Half of you are in college.
You're getting beat by your dads, boys.
Here comes Rumors back the other way, trying to work it to the middle. Knocked away by the Bonzers defenseman. Talman with it. Now they got the young guns out there for Bonzers. Down they come, the left side. Shot sent on, whistles just by the left post. Another shot sent on. Decker gets a glove on it and holds on. Oh, about a minute to play here. Are we going to see another shootout?
Honestly, I don't know. But, man, I really didn't see this coming. I 100% didn't. And I got to apologize to Rumors. I didn't see you guys pulling through the third like this with the youth. So that's on me.
Yeah. Never quit.
I was rooting for him the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You always got to take the underdog.
Oh, 100%.
Bonzers with it now, though. They're going to work this down the left side. Off the stick. Puck. Battle for it behind the net. Who will win this one? They feed it up front. Nicely defended. Back comes Rumors. They'll bring it out in the neutral zone.
Yeah, we got numbers here.
Backside. Sent out front. Oh, if he could have held on to that one, he could have fed it over to the far side. It would have been a wide open net, but Bonzers turns it right back. 15 seconds to go. Trying to feed that one out front. Puck stuck behind the back of the net here. They feed this one out, come out to the point, and it will sneak out in the neutral zone. 3 seconds. They're going to have to hurry here. 2 seconds. Shot sent on. Goaltender makes the save. And we head to a shootout.
Now, here's the question. So now we're a tie game. We're going to a shootout. Rumors, the entire game, did a really good job of slowing it down.
Yeah.
How slow can you go on a shootout? And how many spin moves from the youth are we going to see?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, just because she's wearing glitter and makeup doesn't make it pretty. Not always a winner.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ugly ones are the best.
So who are we going to see for each team? White helmet. Gotta. Every time.
Every time, white helmet. I would put my money on Knutson, and I am really Jeremiah.
Jeremiah with the helmet off. I'm assuming he's not coming out. I'm guessing we actually see the 3 shooters, 4 Rumors out there. We got white helmet. He'll go first. He's going to pick this up. He's actually going to bring in speed. Oh, and then
there
he
it is,
slows
slowing
it
it
down.
down.
Gets the goalie
There
to
it
move.
is.
Back of the net.
Absolutely. It was a brief slowdown. It counts.
Rumors takes the 1-0 lead here in the shootout. It'll be 3 rounds. If we don't have a winner, we see another tie. Can we start the season out with 2 ties on our live broadcast?
I'm going to quit asking us to come to these games. We don't have any winners.
Here's Scarperud. Shots in on, beats the goaltender, ties it up 1-1.
He took some notes there. He slowed that down, too, once he got to the top of the circle. So
Absolute rocket of a shot there. This will be Adam Aikens for Rumors. He waits for the whistle. Picks the puck up at the red line. Traveling at about 1.2 miles per hour right now. Gets a move. Ooh, had him beat. Tried to go 5-hole, but the goalie got the leg down, stopped that one. So who we're assuming is Tellman will shoot next for the Bonzers team. Becker needs to come up big. Shots it on and a goal.
not one single spin or between the legs.
Nope. Just using that firepower right now
Yep.
to take the lead. So
The young kids.
Rumors got to score here to keep this going. Over the blue line, cuts the middle, shot sent on, whistles off the side of the net, hits the back wall, and that is the end. Bonzers victorious here 2-1 in the shootout.
There it is. Well, we have a winner.
We do have a winner, so
We have a winner. Wasn't an all-day affair like the last one.
no, but another fun game here for the Forx Hockey League. We definitely thought that was going to end in a different way when Bonzers jumped out to that 3-goal lead in the late part of that second period. But
Absolutely, 100% credit, and I can't believe I doubted you guys. You and your 7 players on the bench versus the 30. So,
well, that's the end of this one. We appreciate you once again for joining us. We will have next Wednesday, we'll be watching Golf Center take on Johnny's Lounge at 7:30. That'll be Wednesday, December 10th, so hopefully you can join us for that one. Hopefully it's as exciting as the first 2 have been. I don't know, man. Like, I just didn't expect to be covering men's league games like this and they always being tight, so hopefully we see another fun one.
honestly, I mean, 2 in a row like this, I wouldn't mind a blow-up.
Yeah.
So, but how good could the golfers be?
That's true.
Usually if you're golfing, it means your season's over early. And
Yeah, very true. But we'll find out next week. So we will see you next time. We appreciate you once again. And myself, Chris Norby, Jory Berg, appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, calls, complaints, throw trash. We don't care.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Hopefully we had better audio, and we'll work on the video next time. So we'll see you next week.